The African Congress for Transformation, led by Ace Magashule, is briefing the media on the future of the party and the matters of national interest. Let's listen in.
We should remind South Africans that this is not the first inquiry that the country has actually been subjected to. But what is troubling South Africans is that you will know that the president has actually sealed the 2017 donors report and also the Pala report investigation. Now, how can a person that is also hiding his own skeletons want to proceed and also want to make sure that the things that are happening in SABC, the corruption, will be transparent? Just as a tactic to delay, it will never amount and result to nothing. And just the way it has been also being conducted, we literally have now 3 ministers. The first one is on actually a paid holiday. The second one is now the same one who's acting is also implicated in the Zondo Commission and still hold the key responsibilities in that same government. But he's also acting on it, that is also being cited on the Zondo Commission. Then we have the one that is being brought in from outside Parliament, when the president ignores the 2 existing deputy ministers that are there already, and also showing no confidence in the current cabinet that is actually a president of. So we think that he hasn't done justice to South Africa, and I think South Africans have already demonstrated that they reject that kind of a decision. And I think it's up to us as ACT also to join the masses and all the progressive parties in showing that we reject anything that is happening from that cabinet. South Africa does not have any confidence in the judiciary system, including the presidency of President Ramaphosa.
I think in this case, it's not just hearsays, it's not just whistleblowing. I think General Mkhwanazi, Lieutenant General, has done his work. I think the MPA, Watoi, also said it, that MPA is infiltrated by internal and external forces. It's not, those are the people who are actually running what is called the justice cluster. So why are they not acting? Why have people acted when there were allegations against us? Why were we requested to step aside? It's not when you are just arrested. Even the guidelines of the ruling party, the governing party, says if there are all these allegations of this and that, they are serious. And I think it is clear that General Mkhwanazi has been prevented to act on certain things. Remember, President Ramaphosa has been said he's the president of commissions, of committees, of structures, because that government has nothing to do. It can't, it is captured. The master must first tell government what to do, and then they jump. And I can tell you, General Mkhwanazi, the intention is to defocus and distract attention from this real corruption of drug lords, mafias. So the attention is now going to be General Mkhwanazi. And I can tell you at some stage, the intention was to really suspend him. I think he's a strong man, and we are calling upon all South Africans. We have fought against apartheid, the mighty, so-called mighty apartheid. So people must not be intimidated. People who have any information, and I'm sure General Mkhwanazi was actually treated the same way, suspended because he had cases against certain people and certain ministers that And that's why he was actually removed from that position. I can't talk on his behalf. I think we must salute General Mkhwanazi and many others who will just be treated because we hear stories and allegations that General Khumalo arrested because they were starting to investigate this and that and that and that and that. So we are saying hands off from those who are prepared to fight for justice. And we salute, and we are making a plea to all South Africans and our members throughout South Africa to join those peaceful marches. It's not a coup. There's nobody planning a coup here. To join the masses to make sure that we do away with this government of national betrayal. It is not a government of national unity. And that's why they come even with national dialogue, because it's to distract us. The ANC is nowhere on the ground. The masses of our people, we are saying, reject those who are captured, those who are elites, and let's move forward and agitate and activate our people on the ground for a better future.
Perhaps we can get Ndazindlemeza as well to just talk to us about this question. Of course, General Mkhwanazi's allegations.
Yes. Thanks very much. Firstly, I want to salute General Mkhwanazi. He's a brave man indeed. Some people are talking about the issues of protocols, that General Mkhwanazi was supposed to follow certain channels in terms of the code of conduct of the police. But really, I want to salute him today. He must keep it up. He has done a very good work. When I was analyzing what General Mkhwanazi has just said, General Mkhwanazi has got evidence. There is evidence. When I was connecting the dots in terms of messages and in terms of his story, General Mkhwanazi has got evidence. What is needed now is to prepare that evidence so that when it's taken to court, even the NPA will not hesitate to deal with those people who are involved. It was not a question that General Mkhwanazi was defending himself, or he was being investigated, or the arrest for him was imminent. But from my experience, I think General Mkhwanazi was so frustrated, and he took that decision. When you check what other people are saying, the letter is coming from the Minister of Police, directing the National Commissioner to do A and B in terms of operational matters. The National Minister is not supposed to enter that space of the operational matters. So now, you could see now that there is a problem now in terms of dealing with the issues within the police service. Because that letter was supposed to be directed to the National Commissioner, and if the National Commissioner could establish that this is an operational matter, the National Commissioner was supposed to go to the Minister and discuss that matter. But the way we hear, that letter did not reach the National Commission. It went somewhere. And where somewhere somebody acted on it, that one alone is tantamount to insubordination. Because if you are serving under the National Commissioner, you can't sign a letter as the Deputy National Commissioner that is directed to the Provincial Commissioner, especially if it's affecting that serious matter of the political killings. Everyone knows what is happening in KZN. People have been killed in KZN many years. So it was a serious issue if the minister is giving instruction to say, close that one. It means even the minister can be dealt with the defeating of ends of justice. So is insubordination within the area of the National Commission, because seemingly there are people who are not taking the National Commissioner serious. Remember, in South Africa, the crime is very high. People are being killed. Yesterday in Cape Town, 5 people were killed. Crime is all over. How can somebody who's not even a police officer suggest that the political task team must be closed? No, he has defeated the ends of justice. Yes.
I just want to just continue on the conversation and find out. You mentioned in your statement that the talk of a coup, it's fear mongering. Just talk to us about that. I mean, this comes at the back of all the allegations. South Africans are, right now struggling to find their feet in terms of whether they're secure in the country or whether they're not. What would be your position and act following those talks about, a coup?
Can I take it? When I saw the Minister of the State Security mentioning that there is a possibility, or there's she is suspecting that there may be a coup in South Africa, I was so shocked. The one minister talking about a coup in a country, in a democratic country like South Africa, that statement was very, very wrong. Because now, the people in South Africa now, they are under fear now. Because the one minister, when making a presentation, is talking about a coup. In South Africa, there's no coup. There can't be a coup in South Africa.
Well, it is very clear what that government of national betrayal is doing. It is directionless, because this minister, Nchabeni, talks about a plot for a coup. General Holomisa, who understand the military, who understand what a coup d'etat is all about, say something different, including the Minister of Defense. They all say there is no such a thing. They concocted, even during what they call July uprisings in KZN as a coup.
Right, that's a media briefing out of the Free State there with the African Congress for Transformation on the future of the party, but most notably also on matters of national importance, including those explosive allegations made there by the KZN Police Commissioner, Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi. The ACT also says it has no confidence in the judicial system and in the presidency of President Cyril Ramaphosa, also taking a swipe at what they called a government of national betrayal. We park it here for now.